Most MSPs struggle to generate leads because they don't offer the value up front. And in this video, we're going to be breaking that down and hopefully fixing that. But we have to figure out what is a lead magnet. Why do you need them for your MSP? Because ultimately, it's crucial to get leads to then convert those leads into actual sales. How are you doing? My name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com. We help MSPs grow, whether it's sales training, marketing training, or even some business operations. Before I get into today's video, I do want to just ask you to head over to our website, growth-generators.com. In here, you're going to see a bunch of stuff, our programs, the About Us, services that we offer. More importantly, under the resources tab, we have a whole bunch of resources for you to grab. But if you could head over to the podcasts, under that resources tab, we have an Apple podcast, Spotify podcast. It's on most major platforms. And in here, there are times when I do a podcast only episode. And in this case, a couple days ago, I did one for the first 100 days of scaling your MSP like a pro. And this was a compilation of basically all of the interviews, all the times I've spoken to people from the industry, whether it's a seven figure, an eight figure, all the way down to a startup MSP or just getting their footholds. And I asked them, what'd you do right in the beginning? And what'd you do wrong in the beginning? And thankfully, because of this YouTube channel, I have the ability to speak to a lot of people. And I took that and boiled it down to what I believe, from what I've heard, the most important things to do in the first 100 days of starting your MSP. And even if you're an existing MSP or a established one, you might pick up a nugget or two, or hey, you know what? He's right. I did mess that up at one point, and it's better for other people to know. And while you're over there, if you could do me a huge, huge favor, I am working super hard on more 5-star reviews on either one. I really appreciate it if you would just take 2 seconds to give it a review, whether it's on the Spotify or Apple. We have 8 reviews on the Spotify and 3 reviews on the Apple podcast platform. It would mean the world to me. So let's talk about what is a lead magnet before we get into how they work and all of that. A lead magnet is a free, valuable resource given in exchange for contact information. So some quick little examples about a lead magnet, right? We have an ebook, a guide, a free IT assessment, which is quite possibly the most common thing I see, mainly because it's the easiest, right? Checklists, right? 10 things every business should do to protect against ransomware, or, you know, every step you need to take to prepare for Windows 10 going end of life, whatever it is. Webinars, case studies, kind of. I threw it in there because I see people say that, and tools that you could make, whether that's a password strength checker. There's a million things that you can make, but truthfully, it's a bit of information that you would give to your dream customer. Now, here's the catch: your dream customer would truly appreciate that resource. They're not just going to look at it and say, that doesn't really help me at all, right? You want to make a lead magnet that they are salivating at their mouth saying, this is the best thing ever, right? For us, we have webinars, we have our entire resources page, right? Where you can take these things and you can implement them in your business and quite literally see results, if not instantly, very, very quickly, right? So that's why a lead magnet works. They work because they establish you as an authoritative figure, right? Customers, nobody likes to buy, or nobody likes to be sold, but everybody likes to buy. And the thing is, when we as MSPs, we think about it, right? We're so afraid of giving out information because sometimes it feels like that's all we do. But at the same time, too, we don't think our customers know anything about what we do. And while that's probably true, the person that provides them, the MSP that provides them with the value, is truly going to be the one that ultimately ends up succeeding, because you are now establishing authority through this. And by making great resources and downloadables and lead magnets, you're going to end up attracting great potential clients. And it's a great way to qualify a lead up front. It's super important because every step along the way qualifies them a bit more and a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. And as you offer these lead magnets, those lead magnets then can capture that contact information. So I have some things on my desk here that I'm just going to use, right? So I have a sticker from my local brewery from the other week, and I have a business card, right, representing contact information, right? And he's a local designer, super cool dude. In this case, the in my left hand, I have the business card. I'm going to represent this as the contact information, and obviously the sticker is going to be the lead magnet, right? And my microphone, because it's dead center in the middle of the screen for the most part, I'm going to use as the landing page, right? This person goes out and visits our website and says, "Hey, this is really good information. What do you have?" Right? And we say, "Hey, we have this really cool looking sticker." And he says, "Great. I will happily give you my contact information in exchange for that sticker." And what happens is they trade hands, and now me, right, or your company would get the contact information and they would get something of value in return. And that's quite literally how they actually work, right? And you see them all over the place. We've seen them on VC3. If I pull them up, they're on most MSP websites, some to varying degrees. But if we go over to VC3, you could see here under our resources, right? In this case, 2024 Managed IT Services Cost and Pricing Guide. But you can see there, get the guide. In our case, right? Full transparency, we do run a business to make money and help MSPs grow. But we have additional tools, right? So free land your first client step by step, free SEO checklist, free website traffic calculator, and full transparency. These go to a landing page, and in exchange for our guide, you get the resource, right? You put in your information, we give you a valuable resource that will literally help your MSP. And I hear stories. People reach out to me and say, "Hey, I've never joined any of your programs, but I've made more money because of you," which is super cool. On top of the people that join the programs, they're crushing it. One guy just bought a plane not that long ago. Wild. But let's talk about how to create a high performing lead magnet, because for whatever reason, most people still get this wrong, and I don't know why. Right? We have to make sure that we know who the lead magnet is for, right? And in this case, you have to identify your target audience, your buyer persona, if you will. And if you want a free buyer persona, growth-generators.com/resources. And somewhere towards the bottom, you'll see the free buyer persona template right there, right? You can click on it, download it. Yes, I will send you some emails, but you're going to get something that will help you build a great lead magnet. Crazy, right? A trade for a trade. But we have to think about, who is your ideal customer, right? Law firms, small, medium businesses, companies in your area, healthcare, whatever it is. Now, the second step to this whole thing is we have to solve some kind of problem, right? We can't just say, "Hey, here's this cool thing that we think is cool." Our customer has to want that, right? So here's a quick little example. Small businesses worry about cybersecurity threats all the time. I hear it, right? Offer a simple cybersecurity checklist for SMBs, or cybersecurity for or checklist for healthcare providers, or whatever it is, right? You could do an ebook, you could do a guide, whatever you want. Hey, maybe it's a guide, maybe it's a webinar on how to, I don't know, make law firms more profitable. I don't know, something crazy, right? But it has to be something where your dream customer would sit there and say, "I really need that," right? This is so good. And they submit their information and hopefully consume it. Which brings me to part 3. It has to be easy to consume. We're not giving away a 100-page book. Some people do, and that's not the worst thing in the world. But for the most part, we want it to be short. That is a relative term. Short could be 10 pages, short could be 1 page. It's if it's jam-packed with value and there's zero fluff in there, that's short, right? If it's just loaded with good information, but it should be easily digestible. A PDF, even if it's a PDF, it can be printed, worked on, whatever it might be, but we have to make it easy to consume. And then just get a designer to design it. There's plenty of places you can find people online, Fiverr, Upwork, ask a friend to design it for you. Heck, go into Canva. They have plenty of templates for you to use, but it has to have a decent design. It doesn't have to be, there's no awards being won. Truth be told, even on my stuff is nothing award worthy, but it is, and we offer incredible value in our resources. People tell us all the time. That's why I know I'm not just boasting myself here. So, how do you create a lead magnet and then promote it, right? We've talked about the creation. Now we got to get people to visit the landing page to get the lead magnet, right? Obviously, your website's going to be the first place. You got to have some kind of dedicated page and then other areas to drive traffic to it. Could be a pop up, could be links inside, whatever it is. Social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, however you're finding your ideal customer. Email marketing. If you already have customers or potential or leads, I should say, email them. Hey, we made this free thing. I think you're going to absolutely love it. That works so freaking well because they get to see it over and over and over again. If you make great lead magnets, they're going to eat it up. Obviously, you can run some paid ads, right? LinkedIn ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, all are good to go. Just make sure you test it first before you start spending some money. But this is the process. And then you want to network and partner if you can, right? Offer it at events, webinars, referral partners, anything that you can do to drive more in. Heck, start a YouTube channel, podcast, whatever you think is you can do those things. And then after we're done, after we did the exchange, right, of the contact information all the way over, we need to make sure that we follow up. We could create this. The nice part about this is you don't have to sit there and type out, "Thank you so much. Hey, by the way, we made this." You can automate most of this. You should have a thank you email, right? Obviously gets instantly delivered. We only do email. You get something from us, it's coming in the email. Just beware. If you don't get it, it's probably because it landed in spam or quarantine because you guys are tech and cybersecurity people, right? We also want to send them emails about educational content, expanding on the problem and the solution that they could be having or receiving. Some case studies never hurt in some other emails, and we want to drive a call to action. Hey, book a free consultation or an assessment or a meeting, whatever it is, you have to follow up. And if you want to take it to the next level, run some retargeting ads if you can, right? They already got it, they downloaded it. Run a couple retargeting ads. It'll cost you a couple cents, but getting back in front of a potential customer. Now, you guys already know I leave my golden nuggets till the end. So here's the thing, right? When this all happens, when this exchange happens, this person is taking a not necessarily leap of faith, but they are letting your company know, hey, they have a bit of an interest in this. Now, a percentage of these people are going to end up converting over to be customers. So the more people we can get to the landing page, the more people we can convert over, the more pieces of contact information, the more likely we are to succeed. And customers or potential customers that get more than one resource that you have. Maybe you have 4, 5, 6, 7 resources, right? I think we're at like 7 or 8 resources now, maybe even more than that. The more resources you have, kind of the better because people can grab multiple things. But the people that grab multiple things are basically saying, hey, I'm looking for help. I'm actively trying to get help. Some of those people are going to reach out and call you. But on the flip side of things, how about you call them? It'll do wonders for your MSP business and its growth. So I hope you guys found some value in this video. I appreciate the heck out of you guys for checking it out as always. Love you guys as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video.